Hi, my dear learners. Welcome to the world of exploration. Welcome to the world of learning. Let's start exploring. Let's start learning. All right. So we are going to start with the format of the letter, right? The formal one. Now, as we had discussed, we are going to start with the sender's address. Then you will leave a line, right? Then you will write down the date, and then you will leave the line again, and then you will write down the receiver's address. Then you will leave the line, right? And then you would be writing down the subject, which would be free counseling session, right? Depends on the question, right? So, and then you would be writing down the salutation. Then you would be writing down your content, and then you would be basically writing down the subscription part, right? So this is what we did. Now we're gonna start off with this question. You are Sachin Bansal, the head boy of Springdale's Public School, Gurgaon. Your school is holding an inter-school T20 cricket championship from 2nd October to 8th October 2024. Now, I know all all the boys out there, you must be thinking that, oh, this is cricket. This is amazing because I know that all the guys like cricket. So write a formal invitation to Sri B.S. Bedi, the legendary cricketer, to inaugurate the championship on 2nd October 2024 at 10 a.m. at your school grounds. So you have to write a formal invitation, right? Keep in mind what we are talking about. We are talking about the formal invitation to Sri B.S. Bedi, to whomsoever, the legendary who is renowned cricketer, to a renowned cricketer, to a legendary cricketer, to inaugurate the championship on. You have to write down you have to underline the date on 2nd October 2024 at 10 a.m. timing at your school grounds, right? Next, we move on. Now, herein you will see the sender's address, right? Springdale's Public School, Gurgaon. Leave a line, you will write down the date. Leave a line, you will write down Sri B.S. Bedi, to whom you are addressing, right? That means receiver's address. Then you would write down 2/27 Jorbagh, New Delhi, whatever you want to invent, right? You can invent. Then you would again leave a line, and then you would write down the subject. Inauguration of cricket championship, right? I know all the guys out there, you are very enthusiastic about cricket. It's your passion, it's your love, right? Then you will leave a line again, sir, but let's come back to studies. So, salutation. And then our school is holding an inter-school T20 cricket championship from 2nd October 2024 to 8th October 2024. All the schools of the area are likely to participate. Your presence in our midst will act as a catalyst and inspire us. You are requested to inaugurate the championship on 2nd October 2024 at 10 a.m. I told you to underline that in the question initially, right? Why did I tell you? Because you have to highlight the date, you have to highlight the place, you have to highlight the venue, right? In our school grounds. Where is it taking place? In your school ground, right? Kindly confirm your availability. You have to also, mention that kindly confirm your availability when you will be free, right? By 30th September. So that's the deadline that you are giving to the legendary cricketer, right? Yours sincerely, you will mention the name Sachin Bansal, head boy, along with the designation. This is the subscription part. Clear? All right. Now let's practice. So your school, St. Thomas. Okay. All right. Your school, St. Thomas Public School, Meerut, is organizing an inter-school one-act play competition. Draft invitation to famous playwright Vijay Kumar to act as one of the judges, right? Second one, Mr. Miss Spick and Span are opening a new showroom of space-saving furniture at Nehru Place, New Delhi. The inauguration is to be held on Sunday, the 23rd of November, 2024 at 9 a.m. Write a formal letter on their behalf inviting their friends and relatives to the function. The third question being on behalf of Mrs. and Mr. V.K. Mehra, draft a printed invitation card for the marriage of their daughter Prabha with Mayank, son of Mrs. and Mr. L.K. Dhigra of Faridabad. Give other details such as date, time, venue, which I've been telling you, DTV, right? Word limit should be 50 words. Clear? Now, we come on to we were talking about the formal invitations, right? Now we come on to the informal invitation. Now, what do we mean by it? Informal invitations follow the pattern of ordinary personal letters. So it follows the format of ordinary personal letters, right? These letters are written to relatives, friends, and acquaintances, right? These letters are first or second person presentations. Clear? Personal feelings and emotions find an expression. So whatever you feel personally, personal feelings and emotions find an expression when we talk about the informal letter, right? The writer's address is given in the usual place. So the writer's address is given in the usual place. The salutation is usually dear plus name. So when we are writing salutation in the informal letter, we will write dear plus name. Otherwise, formal letter writing, we mention sir or ma or madam, right? We don't say dear sir, dear ma'am, right? That is mostly dear is used in informal letter, right? Writing. The salutation is usually dear plus name. The date of writing is given, but the year is generally omitted. So the date of writing, when it is written or when it was written, that is mentioned, but the year is generally omitted. The style and tone are relaxed. The style, obviously, we are talking about informal, so the style and the tone are relaxed. Clear? But they're relaxed and informal because we're talking about the informal letters, so they would obviously be informal, right? Different tenses are used at this as the sense demands. So different tenses have to be used, right? Clear? Then different tenses are used as the sense demands, right? Then we move on to the next slide. Then we come on to the question. Smith Menon has come out successful in the medical entrance examination. He has decided to throw a party to his friends to celebrate this occasion. Draft an informal invitation giving details of venue, time, date. Do not exceed 50 words. Clear? Next slide. We come on to the address, sender's address. H45 Shantiniketan, New Delhi. Leave a line, write down the date, 25th June 2024. Dear friend, I have the pleasure to inform you that I have arranged a small get-together at my residence on Sunday, 25th June 2024 at 5 p.m. to celebrate my selection in the medical entrance examination. Please join us and enjoy the company of my family members. Yours lovingly, Smith Menon, right? So when we talk about the question, Smith Midden has come out successful in the medical entrance examination. That's the uh, key sentence that you need to underline, right? And you need to focus on, you need to talk about it. Your personal feelings, your personal emotions should come and should be reflected, right? He has decided to throw a party to his friends to celebrate this occasion. So suppose tomorrow I have basically and majorly taught science students. I have even taught humanities students, but I have always been the class teacher of science students in all the three schools that I've taught, and while doing while doing internship also. So see, uh, you you can imagine if you have cleared and in if you wanted to be a if you want to be a doctor, and if you have cleared your medical entrance examination, what kind of happiness would you feel? What kind of feeling would you feel? What kind of satisfaction would you derive from that feeling? You know, you need to explain from that personal viewpoint, right? Clear? Clear? Okay, let's move on. Let's move ahead. So next question. You are Leena Sain. The wedding of your elder sister, Reena Sain, is going to be held on the 15th May 2024 at Hotel Lakeview, Udaipur. Write out an informal invitation to your friend Winnie, requesting her to attend the function. Now let's move on. 4357 Basant Kunj, Rajnagar, Level Line, date, Level Line, dear Winnie. You will be pleased to know that the wedding of my elder sister, Reena Sain, is going to be held on date 15th May 2024 at Hotel Lakeview, Udaipur. The whole family will move there in the morning. I invite you to join us at the lunch in the hotel on the 15th, and the wedding ceremony will take place at 8 in the evening. I do hope you will join us on the auspicious occasion. Yours sincerely, Lena. Right? Then we move on to the next question. Then we move on to the next. Yeah, these are the questions that you need to practice, right? Your Ankit Verma, your friend from Malaysia staying in the hostel, invite him to join Diwali celebrations with you at your residence. Second, your Rashmi Resham, you cleared the IELTS examination. IELTS, right? I hope you know. The family, if you want to go abroad, you should be knowing it. The family is elated at your achievement and your patient. And if you want me to, yeah, I can even, arrange sessions for IELTS. So if you want any sort of help, if you want any sort of training, whether it is related to grammar or it is related to literature, you can just put the comment in the comment section below, or you can drop me a message, or you can drop me a message either on WhatsApp or on Instagram, right? uh, then I'll just look into the matter and I can arrange sessions for IELTS too, right? All right, moving ahead. The family is elated at your achievement, and your parents decide to have a get together for all your friends. Draft an informal invitation for the get together, right? Third one, you are Rukmini Raja of R201 Fort Road, Chennai. You have just purchased a new house. You decide to have a housewarming ceremony and invite your cousin Balaji. Write the invitation in 50 words, giving all necessary details. Right? Now, writing replies, formal and informal. Right? We are going to talk about writing replies, how we have spoken about invitations. Now we are going to talk about writing replies, right? Formal, both formal and informal, or responding to invitations. We can either say replies or responding to invitations. Here, next, we go on to formal replies, right? A formal reply is usually very short, right? Whenever we talk about formal replies, right? whenever we talk about the institutions, whenever we talk about formal occasions, the formal reply has to be very short. So you have to make sure that the formal reply is very short. Yeah, it has to, sorry, it is brief and to the point. So it has to be brief and to the point. The quality of good replies must always be, it should always be pleasant, right? Even while declining the invitation or expressing the inability to attend, one must be polite. So politeness is one thing that you should, never ever leave, because no matter how, even if people don't understand your politeness, even if people don't understand your sophistication, uh, let it be. Let it be. It's their problem. It's none of your business. You have to be polite, you have to be sophisticated, you have to be polished. Ultimately, it's your personality, right? It is gonna reflect in your personality, that how you have groomed yourself. You don't need any environment to groom you. You need your permission, you need you to mentor you, right? So be polished in your tone and while speaking also. You don't need to shout and get work done. You can do it politely as well, right? And yeah, so uh, let's not go into that. uh, okay, so let's not get distracted, and let's not divert. So the quality of a good replies must and should always be pleasant. Even while declining the invitation or expressing inability to attend, one must be polite and courteous. One should be courteous and polite. Formal replies demand a formal tone and treatment. So you can't say, "Hey, dude, hi, how are you? How have you been doing?" You cannot say to your boss, right? You cannot say to the principal. You cannot say to, "Hi, how are you?" You can say that, "Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. How are you?" You can say like that, but you can't say, "Hey, dude." Can you say that to your boss? Can you say that to your principal? Can you say that to, someone who is in an authoritative position? No, you can't. So you have to uh, have uh, have and adopt that formal tone and treatment. There is no room for unnecessary details or superfluous matter in them, and there's no there shouldn't be any superfluous matter. It shouldn't be that any superfluous matter is there. No, it should be brief, right? Next we move on. So main characteristics, what are the main characteristics of formal replies? Acknowledge the invitation. First and foremost, you have to acknowledge the invitation, right? Secondly, express thanks in third person. So you have to express thanks in third person. Then you have to mention acceptance or regret, right? Either you accept the invitation, right? Or you neglect, not neglect, or you uh, regret the invitation, not neglect. Either you accept the invitation or you regret the invitation. Right? Regret or you decline the invitation. It should be decline, right? Or decline the invitation. So either you accept it or you decline the invitation. But if you're declining the invitation, keep in mind that you have to be polite and courteous at the same point of time, right? For instance, if I start calling you, right now, that you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this, like, obviously an authority is, even if there is an authority, ideally, in an ideal situation, you don't expect the authority to be, scolding you every time, or showcasing that they are the authority, or arguing, or creating a kind of atmosphere that is sort of negative. No, you don't want that, right? Nobody likes to work in that condition wherein, you know, you are being scolded, you're getting scolded, you are not treated properly. Nobody wants that kind of an environment, and nobody should even live in that environment. I would definitely suggest you, if you're living in that environment, to move on, right? That it's better to move on than to get anxious or depressed. I'll even be talking about my journey of how I moved, uh, how I am still in the process of moving from anxiety, from that anxious state to a state wherein I can actually feel happy, right? So you might be wondering that I'm happy, but you know, there are moments when you tend to feel anxious, when you tend to feel uh, what is the future holding for me. You are, everything is so uncertain, and there are difficulties in life, right? So and I've already been in depression. I've gone into that state. I know that state very well. I, you know, so I'll be discussing that in some other lecture. Right now, let's focus on this. So specify the reason for refusal. You need to specify the reason for refusal as well. You need to be brief and specific. You need to be formal in tone and treatment, right? You need to be formal in tone and treatment. Okay, let's move on. Now, write a formal reply to Mrs. and Mr. Chawla accepting the invitation to attend the birthday of their son, right? Now, yes. Now you will write down the date, right? 12th December 2024. Mrs. and Mr. Manjeet Rathore thanked Mrs. and Mr. Chawla for inviting them on the occasion of the 5th birthday of their son, Rahul, on Monday, 28th December 2024 at Konark Hotel, and informed them that they will be glad to attend the function. Now, this is about accepting the invitation. Keep in mind. Now, let's move on to the refusal part. How would you refuse in a polite and courteous way? Let's have a look. Refusal. Write a formal reply to Mrs. and Mr. Chawla regretting your inability to attend the birthday function of their son due to prior engagement. 12th December 2024. Mrs. and Mr. Emin Malvier thanked Mrs. and Mr. Chawla for inviting them on the occasion of the 5th birthday of their son Rahul on Monday, 28 December 2024 at Konark Hotel. They regret that they will not be able to attend the function due to prior engagement, right? Clear? So the question was same, but you had the acceptance for that particular invitation, and then you had the uh, how you decline an invitation, right? The refusal part. Now let's move on. Now, informal replies. Acknowledge the invitation in first person. Use second person for the sender of invitation. So when you're talking about the sender of invitation, you will use the second person. Mention acceptance or regret/regret. Yeah. Specify the reason in case of refusal. So you need to specify the reason in case you are refusing to accept some offer or to accept some invite, right? Use warm and simple language. You have to make use of warm and simple language. Yeah. Do not exceed the word limit. Usually it's 50. In fact, it is 50, right? I hope it is making sense. All right. So you are Oshin Malhotra of 12A, Arkepuram, New Delhi. You have been invited by the principal of St. Joseph Public School, Lajpat Nagar, New Delhi, to act as one of the judges at a debate contest to be held on 15 March 2024. Write an informal reply to the principal accepting the invitation. Read the question very carefully because herein we are talking about the not the formal but the informal reply. Clear? Now, 12A Arkipuram, New Delhi, leave a line, date, leave a line, madam. I really feel a great honor on being invited to act one of the judges at a debate contest to be held on 15th March 2024 in your school. I confirm my presence at the program and send my good wishes for your success, for its success, right? Yours truly, Oshin Malhotra, right? Let's move on and see the next question. All right. So you have been invited to your friend's birthday party. Since you are going to Jaipur on a school trip, respond to the invitation expressing your regret. Clear? All right. So now 10/2 Lal Bahadur Colony, Yamuna Nagar, leave a line. Date, leave a line. Dear Nikhil, leave a line. Many thanks for inviting me to your birthday party on 24 June 2024 at your residence. Right? But I regret that I won't be able to arrange your party as I'm going to Jaipur on a school trip, right? I send my good wishes for a birthday and look forward to meeting you some other time, right? So in a very polite way, in a very polite manner, we have basically told him that you will not be able to attend, right? Now we have some questions for practice. Now you can just have a look at these questions and see. You were, now let me just read it out. You were invited by the local unit of Boogie Woogie, a talent search organization. Boogie Woogie, very famous. All the 90s kids must be knowing this Boogie Woogie program, dancing program. All the dance lovers, including me, I love dancing. Uh, Although now, because of having gained weight, um, it's difficult, but I love dancing. So I've always been very, very slim. So I just don't like gaining weight. Oh, that I think that was because I was too much into, I think doing work and, doing job while you are doing a job, right? um, right now, like I am with a publishing company, I'm associated with a publishing company, and therein, you can work at your own convenience. That's the best part of it, and you can work at your own pace. So you can even you know focus on yourself, on your health as well. So yes, now I'll start working. All right, so you were invited by the local unit of Boogie Boogie, a talent school search organization, to make a selection of the local teams for participation in the zonal competition and performance at the national level. But you are not in a position to do so because you have met with an accident. Write a letter, let's say, because you have some other prior commitments, right? Let's change the question. I don't like this question. Write a letter to the convener regretting your inability to honor the request, explaining to him your position. Your Aruna Joklekar, right? Then your Aruna, you have been invited to attend the wedding of your friend's sister during summer vacation. Respond to the invitation, accepting the invitation. Respond to the invitation, accepting the invitation. Draft. Next question, draft a formal reply on behalf of the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha accepting the invitation of the Students' Forum, ABC School, Noida, to inaugurate their mock parliament. So these are your practice questions. You have to attempt all these these three questions so that you get a hang of it. And earlier also I had uh, told you to do certain questions. I hope you are doing it simultaneously. If not, please develop this habit of doing your homework. It is crucial. It is very important. It is pivotal to attempt these questions. Keep learning, keep growing. Let us all keep learning. Let us all keep growing, right? With this, I would like to come to the end of this session. I hope you enjoyed it. Love you. Bye bye.